It's time for another episode of Smarthome Riggs, the podcast. Smarthome Riggs, helping your smart home tech work for you. Hello, everybody. Steve here, and our guest today again is my brother, Rennie.
Hey, everybody. So I think my next video is going to be on a Google speaker, because that's, I think, the next thing that we need up there is some Google stuff.
Yes, we are seriously
Because I have them here,
Google department.
but because you browbeat me with how much cooler the routines are on this Amazon product,
They just are.
their skills are so much cooler. And I'm not like you. I don't have a Google screen that I can, punch stuff up on. So you've made the Alexa whole product line so much more palatable to me, giving me the Show 8. It's so much funner to play with all of the, ins and outs of the ecosystem, because I have an actual dedicated display that already knows how to talk to all those things.
Yeah. Tommy uses the Google Hub. I don't even use it. The Google Hub Mini, because it didn't have a camera on it. I was going to use it for trying to do Skype, so that I would have an option of doing Skype or Zoom, try to see if I could do that through those. But without a camera, it's pretty pointless. I don't understand why they would call something a Google Home Hub when it is not a hub.
Because it's intended to be the hub of your smart home, in that you can set it up as a dashboard that can control a bunch of things, but it'll only control the things that it actually works with, which are now limited because of their insistence on trying to put a stranglehold on the Nest product line when they took it over. But I'm hoping that the new conglomeration that they're working on together are going to allow them to have more functionality, because I'm told that now the Nest can once again be seen by other devices. I think they said HomeKit now, and surely that means that Lady A is right around the corner, if not, already here.
Yeah, Lady A already saw it. HomeKit didn't. But
right, but didn't that functionality stop once they took it off and you paired it with the Google Home?
Only if you were using the Google interface. If you still logged in with the original Nest interface, it never stopped. I could still tell Lady A to control the temperature, and I got a Hoobs to the HomeKit. Well, I got a Sterling hub first for the Nest products, and then I got a Hoob for all the other stuff that it wasn't HomeKit compatible. But the Hoobs does both Nest and Y stuff and Ring stuff.
Nice.
But the Sterling hub was just for Nest. So I got the Sterling hub first, and then I discovered the Hoobs after the fact.
The Hoobs did more than that.
Yeah.
How much is that Hoobs hub?
Let's say it was like $99 on sale.
Not bad.
Yeah. Especially considering it exposes all of those things to HomeKit. So it works with like a UFI security system, the Blink cameras, the Ring cameras. It uses Wise plugs. There's a whole bunch of stuff that and Nest, but I was already used the Sterling for that, so I didn't end up using that particular one. But I even was able to expose the switch bots, those little robot button pushers you did the video on. I was able to expose those in HomeKit using that and If This Then That. So I set them up as webhooks in If This Then That, and then I leveraged that using the hub, using the Hoobs, gave it a name, and then set it up as a shortcut routine. So
is there a way for your Hoobs hub to tell the SwitchBot Hub Plus to turn the TV on?
Yeah, if I can actually make it push a button, I can do any of the commands that are in there. You just have to set it up in webhooks.
I might have to think about getting the Hoobs hub now.
I'm telling you, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's basically just a Raspberry Pi that's running the Home Assistant, but you don't have to.
But it'll let me run it up from my phone.
Right.
I don't have to use my mouth hole.
That's true. You don't have to use your mouth hole. You don't have to hit a button. Yeah.
Well, the hardest thing is I set them up, so I know what all my routines are called. I know what I have to say.
Everybody else
how I have to say it.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say to this thing again? If I never have to answer that question, that would be awesome.
Right.
And that's what this is, maybe going to be for a little bit. But if I can bring in the Hoobs hub and have it actually show up on the screen, that's the thing I want to do that.
Yeah. What I would do is I would take all the routines you're doing on your black button, and I would set it up on your teal button, and then I would take the black button and I would program it for your wife to be able to turn the lights off or set up a bat phone light in your office so that when she hits
Oh yeah.
hits the button twice, it flashes a light in your office to let like the bat signal to let you know that she needs something.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Since your wife doesn't like smart home technology, it would help her like smart
She'll
home
certainly
technology.
like the button a little bit more. I'm not
I'm
gonna
just
lie.
saying. Just saying.
Yeah, she
one
said, I don't
one never
understand
knows.
how you have a phone and now you have a watch that'll tell you your notifications from your phone, yet you
You
still
still
miss
miss
the
my
fact that I
text.
need you still miss the text that I need you.
Yeah.
Or
Because I
I was
turn my
like,
notifications off when I'm recording,
but if
but
you
a
had called
light
me,
makes no noise.
right? If you had called me though,
Yes.
I would have known that because that would have vibrated here, it would have vibrated my ear, it would have shown on the phone, it would have messed up my recording. So yes, a light would be much better. I should totally do that. I'll plug in the smart light. I've got a smart light in here. That's all. That's what I named it. The smart light. How lame is that? It's
Not really.
the ceiling fan in here is a 3 bulb ceiling fan, candelabra bulbs. And I was trying some new low end tech. You know how much I love the shoestring budget.
Sure. Sure.
I found a pair of Smart Life compatible bulbs on, I want to say it was Amazon. 4 bulbs, $39. They were candelabra bulbs and they pair through Smart Life. And so I was like, oh, that's me. $39. That's $10 a bulb. I'm down. So I got them and they came here and I put 3 in the fan and I was like, what am I going to do with this? And then I had a little, like one of those old plug-in night lights, that has a little shield on it, but the shield was too big for this smart bulb. So I took the shield off of it and just used the outlet, plugged it in. I was like, oh, that's really awesome. But it's hard to see because the outlet's under the desk. So then I found a lamp that had been busted, like the globe had busted on it. So I grabbed a completely different globe and just put it on there so it had something around it and put the bulb in there. And it just looks like a flower now. But it lights up, and I paired it to the same routines that run this lamp or the closet light in the bedroom. And so I had 2 lights that triggered, like when the garage door opens, it's red. When the garage door closes, it's green for 10 seconds and then changes back to blue, which is its default status. When the mail gets here, it turns 50% white, things like that. But I can totally pair that bulb to the switch so that she has press, double press, long press. I think it should be the press or the double press. I think a
I think
single click should do something in the bedroom.
yes.
A long press should turn off whatever the single press turned on. And then the double click should alert me.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's going to be so much faster, but at least I know what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to wipe that one out, and that'll be the video that I do. I'll do the video of setting this one up to do those 3 routines, and then I'll switcheroo it to do that one on other routines in there.
That's a really good point.
Well, I thought so.
No. Yes, indeed. Indeed. But I was thinking, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my, this is going to be so stupid. I was trying to decide what I was going to do with my other switchback robot pusher. And I was thinking maybe I should put it on the Roadcaster right above the record button. That way I can just say, to record and it'll go start the record
It's
button.
a shame that button's not Bluetooth, because then you could set Alexa that when it sees this button get pushed, tell that robot button pusher to push that button.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know if my dust cover would go back on though.
Just have to push it with a finger like a peasant.
Right? Like a sucker.
I have to push buttons like a caveman, which I just realized when I looked at this GoPro Hero 4 over here, because it was not seeing me as well as this was. was talking to a customer the other day and he was like, I don't want to do the new operating system update. I said, why? He goes, because I don't like change. And I said, sir, if you stood in the same place for a year, the world would still change around you.
That's
You need
deep.
to embrace it.
That's deep.
You need to embrace it. It's going to be better. It's going to be more convenient. And more importantly, when you ask any of your kids or grandkids, what they tell you will make sense if you're running the new version. If you're not running the new version, that's going to make sense. So
that is
have to look at your support pool and roll with them.
That's 100% true.
There you go. Die cut.
Oh, that looks so awesome.
Just the very tip of the bottom I had to push in, but I just ran it in with my nail and I ran it right in that groove.
Is that right over the fish?
It's right over the fish, yeah.
Oh my God. I love knowing that. Yeah, I love knowing that the toadfish can be covered up because that's the one thing I don't like about it.
I know, me too.
So now I'm going to go put one on all of mine.
And your thumb goes right on the branding that's embossed.
Yeah. I look at that all the time anyway because I don't like looking at the fish.
Right.
So it works really well for me.
It's so much more beautiful now.
So now I've got my B-roll is my 8 over here, and my C-roll is going above the boom like you had yours. So we'll see what kind of
tilt it down so that you got a nice shot of direct
on
your face.
Well, it's coming over the top of the boom. So it's got my face, it's got the camera right behind, or the guitar, I mean, right behind me.
How much of the mic can you see, or can you?
I can see the loop coming down and the mic itself.
Right on. You can pull it. I have my gimbal like holding the camera almost right above the mic because I can be 1.5 feet away from it.
Yeah, if I adjust the gimbal, it actually pulls the camera too.
Well, I did the strap around the handle, and then I raised. You know how that part of the handle comes down after your grip, where the squared off part is. Once that rides up on that rounded part at the end of the mic stand, it wedges that up and makes it more solid on that square. Like, I don't know if you can see this really well from there, but on your show, you can see it right here. This is where it starts getting wider. So I just pushed it back from here so that it holds this, because I couldn't get it all the way taut. But if I cleared that, then there was less space between this and this when I put this on. And then when I pushed it back, it made it like tight enough that I can grab the whole mic stand from that gimbal.
That's nice.
I mean, you could put a regular mount with an extender bar on it. Like, I've got one that was supposed to go on my motorcycle helmet. Somebody was like, oh, instead of just mounting it to the chin piece right here, what you need is like this bar and this bar and this bar, and it'll hold it this far above that mount. And then you can like put it on the side and move it around to the front, or put it right here and have it like in your face. The smartest thing I saw somebody do was mount it inside their helmet, like right in front of their mouth. Like it was inside their helmet shield. That was brilliant, because it's not hanging out on top of your head or blocking your field of vision, because it's close enough back that it shoots more of what you saw. But I ended up using it on a tripod mount in here.
There you are.
Yeah, I was talking to you in that and that.
Yeah, everywhere except for where you're being recorded.
Well, by you.
That's true. Are you recording from your show?
No, but I am from my B-roll.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But I wasn't looking at it either.
No, I noticed you were just looking at the show. That's why I was like, yeah.
That's because I went to it to show you the gimbal, because I wanted you to see it.
Yeah.
In a better view than, what I could get to that, because it's mounted. And I had no regard whatsoever for the microphone that you lost when I pulled it way down out of view.
Right. I was like, wow, that sounds like horrible.
This might be cut out. right? This might just be for us. I just wanted you to see how I got that gimbal mounted to that because I thought that was pretty ingenious.
Yeah, that is.
And it holds it out like almost right over the where the XLR would be coming out of the Yeti mic. So it's literally my camera's like almost directly above the microphone.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I probably should have done is strapped it to the
Closer to
top, strapped it to the top part rather than the back part behind the hinge, because I don't think I'm going to get the microphone in the shot so much as the elbow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you put it on this top bar is where it needs to be, because then you can always with that, especially because it does the Z formation, you'll be able to pull it like much higher over and look more down if you wanted to.
Yeah, but my fear would be that it would tend to roll off of one side or the other.
No, it's flat. So you're mounting it to a flat surface. So as long as you can like fold the thing down like as low to the ground as you can, and then strap it with the handle back in so that it's like this.
Yeah, that'll have to be my next test.
I think it's going to be cool. I know that you can use that extension plug that they have that allows you to bring it down to the bottom of a pole, like if you got a GoPro El Grande and put it on it. But how would you, I guess you would just mount the gimbal portion of the camera on the end of that and then strap the handle to the handle.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
It just seems weird to me. I like the one where the guy put the whole gimbal mounted on the Karma ring was mounted to the GoPro mount on the end of the El Grande, and then he just had a bicycle mount holding a cell phone holder and used that as the monitor, and you could hit record on the phone right there and just be able to see it at the end of the 10-foot pole.
Way to outsmart the technology for sure.
I was like, yeah, that's a fantastic way to. He was like, if you're recording concerts, I was like, well, you're certainly going to have to be a concert that you're allowed to record if you're going to be holding a 10-foot pole over people's heads.
Right. That's for sure.
But hey, I mean, there are plenty of acts out there that do allow people to record stuff because they want to share the music with people, because that's what it's about. Now I might have to try to shoot this video tonight or tomorrow on the flick button, because now I want this button to be the button that turns on my lights.
There you go.
Damn you. Damn you.
Just more content. That's all.
I just love it. It's fun. So much fun to have technology like that. Like I was sitting in here doing something completely unrelated, and my show said, there's a package being delivered. And then it showed me the FedEx guy walking back to his van. I was like, I didn't even, as soon as I heard it, I looked up at the screen over here and I was able to see that it's a regular old minivan parked outside. Why would a minivan be parked out? Apparently FedEx doesn't want to spend a lot of gas money getting a big old truck out here to me.
Yes.
So
sometimes if they just have a few items going to a certain area, they just send out the little.
But he was suited up. Like,
yeah.
He was wearing his FedEx outfit. But
oh yeah, they look official, but the vehicle looks like they just literally borrowed one from the Amazon delivery guys.
Yeah, but painted it completely blue.
Oh, was it blue?
Yeah, it was just a blue. It was literally just a minivan.
The same exact white nondescript van.
This looked like.
My wife was like, "Is Amazon coming back again?" I was like, "No." And then the guy stepped out. I was like, "Oh, that's the FedEx that's going out."
I was like, your vehicle doesn't bode confidence. I mean, I saw the uniform, so I knew it was him. But I just was like, what the heck? And then I saw him. It was the air tag.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be fun to play with. I was wondering if the switch that came with the tripod, I wonder if you could program that to start any of the cameras.
It's Bluetooth, but I think it only works with the actual remotes, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. They go through Wi-Fi, don't they? That's what it showed in the video.
I'm
It
new
said
to
you
the
had to turn on the
whole
Wi-Fi.
smart remote thing, so the GoPro smart remote I'm new to. So
I think it's Wi-Fi that we had to pair it to. That's what it showed in the video. The first step was to turn on the connection for Wi-Fi. But I like the idea of being able to hit one button and turn on two cameras at once. That seems like very convenient. Very worthy of how much was that remote?
I want to say I got it for $27.
Oh, that sounds like a fantastic price point. But I did find a link to the Tennyson. Is that the name of the?
Telson.
Telson. Yeah. Telson makes a strap that Velcros around of like a
Backpack strap. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's got a 360 mount that goes with it. And you mount that 360 mount on the clip ring that's on the gimbal so that it's already on there. And then you just clip it into the shoe and it's already there. You unclip it and you can use your gimbal. I was like, that's probably the most convenient thing I've seen for that mount clip for that gimbal. It'll make it easier to carry. You can actually shoot from there. And now that I've seen the guy holding the bottom part of the strap tight to make it even better, if I got that part to mount the top part, I could just put a strapper on the bottom to hold it to the bottom part so that the thing actually holds at the 30 degrees that they always suggest that you use when you shoot with the gimbal.
Right, because if you had it strapped to you, it would be perpendicular. That wouldn't work.
Yeah, and the bottom would move around. So by tightening in the bottom, it serves two purposes. And I think that would be better.
Agreed. Since mine's a 5 that I have mounted up here, I can do the exact same thing, put the exact same gimbal on the exact same position.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to now run a USB-C cord
Absolutely.
to the butt end of this.
Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. I'm like, I need to order myself a USB-C cord, the cable, so that I can just run it right up the back, because you can throw
What's
it right
the longest they sell these?
20 feet or 25 feet, I think I saw.
Yeah, I'm down.
But it's a USB-C to USB-C.
I don't know that I need a USB-C to USB-C, but I definitely need something that's going to let me run a cable down to my plug.
And the best part is that you can go right down the channel in the back of the blue compass.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't lost on me. It's going to be a permanent fixture on that.
Right.
And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can utilize the gimbal while it is charging. So it's not like you have to do an either or situation. If we were shooting and I had been able to see that this light was down to 1, I could have plugged in this little power supply that you sent me and used it to plug it.
Oh, so very true.
You can extend the life because it still does the pass-through thing. So right now, while it's plugged in and charging, I could go ahead and turn it on and it will automatically work again while it's charging it. I just have to have the power source with me. But yeah, this is quite honestly the coolest toy that you've ever sent me. I was like, what? I kept playing with it and Stella's like, why do you keep staring at it like that? I was like, you don't understand. Like, when I first saw a gimbal and learned what it was, like I saw like professional cameras in these things. And I thought, oh my gosh, how long will we have to wait before something like that is affordable by somebody like me?
Yeah.
Because that's not a real thing that I can even conceive of right now, price wise. Like that's just ridiculously priced out of my range forever, right? No?
I put the GoPro 5 in there and handed it to Tommy, and I said, hold it like this and run as fast as you can to the stairs and back. And I watched the video on the phone as he ran and came back, just as a test to see. Because I thought if any of that's usable, then the smoothing technology is way better than I thought it was. The stabilization, and it's even better on the 8. The stabilization is even better on the 8 than it was on the 5. But
right, the optical stabilization built into the 8. They're like, do you even need a gimbal anymore? Well, there's like several people on YouTube that are like, here's it with just their view, and here it is with the gimbal and their view, and it's just better.
Yeah,
it's just better. Every little bit helps, you know, digital and physical. how can it not be better? You
Yeah.
know, the sum, what is it? The sum is greater than the parts combined. It's amazing, the footage that they were showing, whether it was a selfie shot or a forward shot. There's a dude who's on a longboard skateboard.
Hmm.
It's like street surfing and showing all the footage using just nothing more than this Karma gimbal. And he'll be doing a shot of the road, and then all of a sudden he'll see a little waterfall off to the side, and he just holds his lock button and points it right at the thing and let's go. And then that's what he's shooting until he presses the lock button and brings it back to the where he wants it to be.
That's so cool.
I was like, that's just way better than any of the possibility that existed when I first got my GoPro camera. I thought just being able to put it on my chest was amazing.
Right.
I remember when I was stupid enough to put a clip on the front of my bike, and my first footage, because my Harley Davidson shakes so much, my first footage looks like this.
As we say, no bueno.
Yeah, so every time I switched gears, that was the only footage that was still. Like as I was shifting from one gear to another, it looked great. And then I was like, okay, well, there's a mount stuck to my windshield for no reason. So let me put it on my helmet. And then I was like, oh, now I'm the Blair Witch cams. Because every time I clear traffic, all I see is quick cuts that make me dizzy.
Yeah.
So I hated that. And they're like, oh, you should put it on your chin. Same thing. And so I finally settled on the chest mount. And I have to say, it's a little lower than my actual physical view on my bike, but it is the closest thing that I have found so far to what it looks like when I'm riding, so that Stella can see, this is what it looks like on the bike. This is what it looks like at night when there's not a lot of lights on the road except for what I have.
Yeah, Tommy was mesmerized. He sat there and watched your footage of driving around in traffic because it makes him feel like he's riding on a motorcycle.
Well, I'll send you some. I'll try to find. I'll try to go through the footage that I have off of that camera, because I've got plenty more of freeway driving even at night, which I think he'll get a kick out of. That was fun stuff to shoot. That camera had a big backpack you had to get to put on that camera to give it Bluetooth capability. And it was an extended battery because it uses so much battery power. So it blocks the screen with this battery. So it didn't bother me because I was already using my phone as a monitor at that time.
Uh-huh.
But certainly this 5 is going to be much better at that game because it's already got Bluetooth built into it. So I don't have to worry about that. I can Bluetooth pair my Bluetooth in my helmet and do my commentary on the ride from there. And you won't hear all the god awful wind noise or the sound of the bike, because that Cena headset that you suggested is cut all that sound
That's
out.
my favorite. That's my favorite thing. It reduces the sound. And I've got a loud bike, but it reduces the sound to just like a kitten purr.
I like it because you can still hear that it's there, but it's not overpowering. It's not all you hear. And I have footage that I posted right now on my personal channel that has just terrible wind noise on it. But that was all I had at the time. And then I tried to put it in a waterproof box with foam around it. It didn't do much better. The best thing was the Bluetooth to the Sena helmet. That was the coolest.
Yeah, I was coming back from work and I'm on the freeway and somebody called for service. My phone rings. I just hit the little side button, answer it, and I'm just, tooling down the road. And the guy says, hey, I'm glad I caught you. Are you still in the office? And I was like, no, I'm riding home. And he's like, excuse me? I said, I'm on my motorcycle on Highway 70 riding home. He was like, it's super quiet. Are you still in the office? And I was like, no, I'm literally on my bike. If you were on the freeway, I would You could see me. I'm just passing the Dave and Buster's right now. I'm about to go over the bridge. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you." I was like, "You're not bothering me. I'm literally just
If you were
riding."
bothering me, I wouldn't have answered.
Yeah. Is there something that you need? And he was like, "Yeah. Can you help me while you're doing that?" I was like, "Doesn't require me to remote in your machine to answer a question."
Right.
Is there something I can help you with? If not, I'll be more than happy to go back to the music I was listening to before you disturbed my drive home. Because when you're on the bike riding, that's kind of it's between you and the road. That's the relationship you're working on with the road.
I'm trying to let all that stuff go.
Yeah,
So if you're done with me, I can get back to
exactly.
that.
I was riding down the freeway one time, and I caught myself standing in the floorboards. I wasn't out of my seat, but my feet were on the floorboards, and the bike was just drifting from corner to corner. And I realized that Gloria Stefan was right. The rhythm is going to get you, but it was Word Up by Cameo that
Nice.
just put me in a whole different, better mood on my way home from a busy day, and
Had a little wobble going.
yeah, just a little ha ha,
Just a little sway in the lane.
yeah, allows you to
It's
just
fun.
wash off the day and get ready to start the weekend.
Yeah, I'll never forget when I was sitting at a light and a butterfly landed on my hand, and I was like, "You don't get that in a cage.
Right, exactly.
I need more wind therapy."
True that, my friend. True that. All right, let's go ahead and lock this down. I'm going to stop that camera,
I stopped the only camera I have left.
and then stop this recording. As we try to keep these podcasts to 30 minutes, we'll put links in the description to the things we talked about today, and we'll see you soon.